We made it back. Sheesh. Yeah, a little power outage and it completely wrecked my computer. But now we're back. We're still in the first game and we're catching the final moments of it. Nefer from Phantom versus Whitey right here. 70 health and 52 health. So this is going to be a long final match between those two guys. We can already see the placement of all the other players. We're going to go by this placement and not by the end screen, because the end screen can sometimes be buggy. So we got Fox Spirit in third, Web3 Gaming made it to fourth. Then we got Lemko, Lex, Max Trade, and Psycho in last place. Well played, everybody. And now we got Nefer versus Whitey, and Whitey seems to be winning so far. We're looking at Nefer at the moment, and he has big units. He has a Jotun. He is looking for a Phosphorus, and he's looking for a Blotto. He's also got a Malura already. And we're getting very close to the other units. Gonna sell this Slappin right here. We're needing 3 more foes, 3 more Krunks, Headies, or 2 more Ferns. He's gonna wait till next round for that. And yeah, we got Whitey's corner positioning with a Scoriox, with a Seer as well. So he's blocking the Behemoth from Nefer right here. This is gonna be tough for Nefer to get through. Jotun is doing well though, but the Scoriox damage with full shields, he's never gonna get through that. Wow, the self-heal was crazy right there, but yeah. I don't see it happening. I think he might have to deviate into a Phantom build, bring in a ramp fight maybe. But this is looking tough. This is looking like he got a little bit countered, because he just cannot reach the Scoriox, and the Scoriox is doing so much damage. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Let me also join here real quick. Oh, I'm in there. All right, it's all good. I can't check the messages right now. I hope it's all good. I need to see the final moments of this and how he's going to do. I think he should change his positioning a little bit. All of the units should go into the bottom left corner, which then would make his guys come out, and then the Malura goes in this corner, right? Position everyone as far away as possible from the clump, which then usually ends up breaking up the clump a little bit, getting out some of those bulwarks. By the way, we still have a Grocco in here. Grocco definitely has had a big push to its strength. Now we got Wildfire with the Blaze Knight though. He found this Blaze Knight, so this could be, hopefully for Nefer right here, this could be enough to secure the win. It would be his 4th win in a row in this finals, and it's looking pretty good. He actually broke it and got to the back line, and he won a round. Well played, Nefer right here. 38-38. It's as close as it can get. And we're going to stay with Nefer for a little while longer. Whitey right here is level 9. Nefer is level 8. That's not going to change anymore with the economy that we have right here. And yeah, we can... Yeah, now the mind games come in with left and right positioning. All he has to do now is put like 1 fighter over here, right? And Blaze Knight stays here. So don't let him do this. Yeah, you can reposition the Blaze Knight last second, right? Just put the Blaze Knight over there and you're gonna be alright. He just doesn't have time to reposition his whole clump anyway. Like, you're good right now. Don't forget the Blaze Knight. Ah, shoot. Yeah, Blaze Knight is now gonna cast to the Grocco, is it? Whitey might just have outplayed Phantom positioning-wise. Nefer positioning-wise. Yep. Alright, 1 cast went to the Grocco, but now Blaze Knight is gonna cast into everyone right here. Scoriox is exposed. Phosphorus takes him down. And suddenly, with Wildfire activated, Whitey seems to stand no more chance versus the army of Nefer right here. Wow, this shocked me for a second. We got Titanor, we got Gnarl Argelion. We got a full PvE round board with all stage 3 units. Let's see how hard that's gonna be. if we just reposition over here, we get a free kill on the Invokers, and it shouldn't be a problem. But if he stays over here versus the Colossus with the Invokers in the backline, I don't know how hard it's gonna be. Like, this is perfect enemy positioning against his units. His rogues are going... Nobody's focusing the Invokers, right? They just don't have any augments, but... Here comes the dual F cast, getting stunned though. Both of them, or at least the Ophisto getting stunned off the cast, is spelling doom. Well, wait a minute. Finally, Blaze Knight... Oh my god, look at that. He was so lucky right here, man. Oh my god. If, like, the first Blaze Knight cast, if it didn't counter, if it didn't stun the Ophisto out of its cast, he would have lost his PvE round and lost a lot of money with it. But now he got 50 gold, huge PvE round, and I think he should just go for level 9, right? Oh, he's looking for the Phosphorus. It's probably a better win condition than level 9. I can see that. He's not finding it. Is Whitey gatekeeping some of those foes? Nope. And that's the problem, right? He was risking it to get the Phosphorus. He needed 2 more foes. But instead, he just wasted 40 gold. But if he finds the Phosphorus, he's probably insta-winning. So this doesn't happen with level 9. Level 9 gives him a little bit of a push, a little bit of a buff. He could have gone to 5 fighters, though. He could have been pretty good. He also could have gone to 3 rogues, which could have been a huge boost in his defenses, but it's whatever. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Nice positioning here in the Blaze Knight. Gonna get a beautiful cast onto the Octius right when he cast it, so it just always works out. One more stun here, but it looks like Whitey has stabilized his board, and it looks like Nefer is done so. He will have 1 more life here, 21 to 24. But that is crazy. How is it turned so hard? What has changed, man? What has changed? I guess the Goliath is now stunning the Blaze Knight. The Goliath is new. And probably the Octius. Yo, Nefer has some lifesteal augments in here, doesn't he? Ah, it was just a visual bug. Alright, what are we gonna do, Nefer? How are we gonna figure this out? He couldn't find the foe, I guess that's the main problem. He threw away 50 gold into nothing. He should have gone for level 9. But, yeah, I can't tell if level 9 would have actually won in the game. So maybe that's just what he had to do. He had to risk it, he had to go all in on the roll. Big stun coming here. This time not stunning the Octius. Yeah, it's looking bad. Choco is dying way too early every time. Not so bad though. We got some lifesteal on the... Oh my god, he took him down. Wow. Look at that. Chi-Chi Nefer. I wasn't sure at one point anymore, but he brought it around with genius positioning, I guess, and taking down Whitey, which was a nail-biter of a final. I'm very glad we were able to get there. And we're gonna be right back, give our guys a few minutes to reset everything, and 2-3 minutes, and we're gonna go into game 2.
Come with me,
Illuvium was always more than a dream.
and you'll be
It was our calling.
in a world of pure imagination.
If only they knew the truth.
We'll begin
Scans indicate a dead planet.
But I can feel it. This is Illuvium.
Find me, child,
Activate scouting vessel.
and show our people who you truly are.
She won't decide our fate.
Forgot to charge again, huh? He only just landed.
Will you retreat to safety, chasing paradise? Or will you follow me and fulfill your purpose?
We'll find her soon. There's no way off this island.
All we do is blindly follow orders. I need to know how this ends.
All right, everybody. We are obviously unbiased towards Nefer, towards Phantom, and that's why I'm even more happy that he could pull it off. Oh, I think anyone is biased towards Nefer because he has been going non-stop and he has secured 4 wins in a row. If he manages to get 2 more wins, then he goes down in history as the first guy to ever win a tournament with qualifiers plus finals, every single game a win, which would be insane. But yeah, he's doing good, and we're gonna see how it goes for him in game number 2. We're gonna start spectating him, gonna start seeing if he can get on another win streak right here. And yeah, sorry for the connection issue. Electricity went out. What can you do? But in the end, we didn't miss much, so I'm really happy about that. And Nefer playing very similar to what we have seen do Fox Spirit in the early game. Going for the double Dokas. Buying up the whole shop, which you should always do, guys. You have exactly enough space to buy 2 times the full shop in the 2 first rounds. And that's what everybody always does. Sometimes you don't want to buy something that costs too much gold where you fall below 10 gold, because those early income points are very important. But if you can stay above 10 gold, you 100% always buy the full shop in the first 2 rounds. We see a level up from Nefer here to level 4, pushing his gold into the board, onto the board, trying to get a lot of strength, trying to somehow win a round, even though he didn't find any stage 2 units. So this might be a little bit greedy by Nefer here, trying to push for a win streak, even though, you know, he didn't really get the units for it. He also went for double Bulwark, with Hedy being his main unit, his main guy right here. But he's just missing so much damage. We'll see if he got enough. Chukwal here might die before the cast, which is really good for him. We also got Hedy here with the blind on the enemies, which helps a lot as well. And it seems like with the hyperactive fire units right here, Nefer might be able to take the first round versus Lex, who didn't have good luck either on his first round. And now time is running out, but we got 8 golds, and he should have bought all the other units. Finds a stage 2 Flish, which is huge for him right here. And yeah, I guess he's gonna stay with Empaths and Bulwarks. He could spend 8 more gold to level up to level 5. And it might even secure him the win. Enemy doesn't look very much stronger. Also playing 2 Bulwarks with 2 Fighters and a Scion. So a little bit different. interesting repositioning here. Just spreading out a little bit. But the enemy Flish is... yeah, it's likely gonna cast to the Ranger, which is pretty good. But I think Nefer might have no chance here versus Lemko. It looks pretty dire. Especially because Lemko's units here, the Earth and the Water, are going hyperactive versus the Fire. So in both rounds we have seen that hyperactive actually made the difference between winning or losing. And this is going to be Lemko's game to take. And we have Max Trade and Psycho and Fox Spirit with all still a win streak going for themselves. So it's nice to see that Max Trade and Psycho, which were 7th and 8th last round, are now actually dominating the early game of the second game in the grand finals right here, starting out with 2 wins off the back. Let's see who has the better connection. Please, Psycho, tell me you have paid your Discord Nitro subscription. Nope. All right, we're gonna follow along a little bit anyway because the frames are looking pretty good. So it's not too bad to watch this, I think. What we got here? We got 3 bulwarks and that's it. 3 bulwarks and a Lynx to do the damage. So as long as your Lynx somehow stays alive, you're gonna have enough damage to get through those units. We have a little stage 2 Empath, a little Earth Atipu in the middle of them all to provide some support. But yeah, playing versus Fox Spirit, who is also a win streak. Psycho will take down Fox Spirit right here with the Lynx as his main carry. And will be the only one left with a win streak, taking down Fox Spirit. And Nefer plus Whitey in the bottom 4 to start off the game with. Interesting to see. Everything has switched a little bit. Oh my fucking god. The internet is down again. Are you actually kidding me? What do you mean? How can it be down? Oh, I can't wait to be back at home because this is rough. This is rough. All right, it's back. Hope we didn't miss anything. We should be all right. It was like a 7-second interruption, but it just... oh no. The shop is empty. Did he buy everything? I think he bought everything. All right, so we're looking still at Psycho right here from Sura, who has still 100 health. Is still on a win streak with just a Lynx as his main carry, which is arguably the best stage 1 unit in the game. Because it does true damage. It ignores all resistances, all grid and resolve. True damage cannot be reduced. 10 true damage will always arrive as 10 true damage. There is no armor, nothing that can stop it. So this is why our stage 1 Lynx right here is so strong. In the PvE round, we're going to take a moment to see what the other players are doing. We haven't seen any rogue players yet. So maybe the rogue meta is finally over, because over the last weeks, everybody was always playing rogues, it felt like. And now we're seeing fighters, we're seeing scions, so love to see it. Actually, Whitey versus Nefer was scion versus fighters. So the meta has shifted around and it seems to be pretty much balanced. If we now also see rogues sometimes a little bit dominating, at least in the early and mid game, that would be the full circle, and that would really show us that we have a good balance right now. Web3 here going for the rogues, at least in the early game, at least bringing in the gorilla, which is always a good call. So if you can get a free stage 2 gorilla and a free Chukol, that means you get a free predator composite class, which usually gives you a huge power spike. So those two are definitely units that everybody usually picks up, just because they're one of the units. I think it's the easiest composite class or composite synergy that you can achieve in the early game, with 2 tier 1 units providing it. And he's actually playing versus Lex, who brought out his Lynx as well. Lynx able to take down the Doka right here, so doing pretty well. And I think Lex is gonna take down Web3 right here. So let's swap over and see what Whitey is doing. Number 2 from last game. Currently sitting at 7 points. with 3 bulwarks, 2 scions, water and earth. So playing a very similar composition early on that he played last time with bulwarks and scions. But this time he already has an Axon and a Caradulo. So super strong early game here for YT. He's pushing his advantage, going up to level 6. Just making sure he gets those points and he gets a high finish. Right now, YT is playing for top 4. So he's putting in money. He still stays above 33 gold. So he's still above 30 gold. And he's just making sure that he got a strong board. He's not going to lose a lot of HP. And he has good chances of getting into the late game, getting those top 4, top 3, top 2 finish. Giving him, again, a lot of points. Because consistency is key, right? You don't need to win every round like Nefer is doing. If you consistently can be 2nd and 3rd place, you already have really good chances to then maybe even win or get 2nd or 3rd place in the finals. Which is often worth more than trying to win the whole thing and then failing at that, going last. And screwing up a lot of your positioning. Yeah, YT here is going to definitely go on a win streak depending on who he goes against. Because this is a decent setup. Finding all those stage 2 units gives you such a boost. If he now also can find the TNT, I think he's set up for the next 10 rounds. There is an Alfie as well. I guess he's going to take it. Yep. Comes in instead of the fighter. And now we have a full Scion Bulwark team right here. You love to see it. Yep. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, and X, by the way. Thank you for tuning in, no matter from where you tune in. And I'm already losing my words a little bit, so I hope you can bear with me here. And we see right here, Psycho is going up versus YT. So the 2 favorites in my eyes right now. But yeah, nobody can stop YT at this point with his 5 bulwarks and 2 scions. So as long as you don't get through to the scions, you're done. You'll never get through the 5 bulwarks fast enough before those scions just laser you to death. So definitely a huge counter right now versus the fighters of Psychosura right here. 5 bulwarks is the natural counter. Well, it shouldn't be the natural counter to fighters, but it does a good job in combination with scions. So bulwarks kind of count as rogues, and fighters kind of counter bulwark, but then scions counter fighters. And yeah, so, and he's just so strong. He has 5 bulwarks and 4 out of 6 units at stage 2. Very, very strong right now. We see him going up versus Max Trade here, who is playing some rogues. We got a few rogues. We got a lot of fire units as well. A very colorful mix of units. But again, I think the problem will be that, first of all, YT's units are going hyperactive here. And second of all, enemy is not getting through to the scions, who are doing enough damage to just... Yep. Win the game outright. Alright, let's check in with some other players. How is Fox Spirit doing? Let me guess, he's sitting at 70 gold. What do you guys think? 69! Hey, I'm no betting man, but if I was, I would be betting on stuff like that. Seeing the damage right here, you can see the stage 2 Flish doing with 2 augments as much damage as the TNT. Going for a Psionic Barrier here on the drone augment, giving him a shield depending on how much Omega power the units have. And he's rolling now. He's rolling for those tier 1 units. I'm surprised he doesn't go for the Archie right here. But I think now he's playing what he used to play against me in Hype's tournament last weekend, which is empaths, just like 5 or 7 empaths plus 2 scions. And the scions are just the Scoriox. And in the early game, it's the Flish plus the TNT, which has worked so well. It's the best counter versus fighters. Like, you have no chance versus a empath clump to get through with your fighters. You need that ramp fight to one-shot the enemy team, which is pretty easy to pick up. So there is a natural counter to this corner positioning, which is called ramp fight, and ideally ramp fire, plus maybe a Lulura and stuff like this. AoE damage. But then if he gets like Colossus, if he gets a Gnarl and a Caradulox, it's going to be pretty hard. Yeah, overall, Fox Spirit, you see it, 96 gold right here. No matter what happens, this guy will have the money. And if you have the money and you know what to do with it, usually you're going to have a pretty good time in Gauntlet. And that's what we're seeing right here. All right, there he goes. Finds the Sephorus. Is going to redo the augments, and Sephorus is going to be a win condition for the late game, providing one stack of Invoker, and the second Invoker is going to be very easily gained by just getting the Synalf. He's playing a little mini game right here again, getting his drone into the corner, so he hides it from the enemy, so the enemy cannot see his drone augments. So this is a little cheese strategy right there, to just hide your drone behind in the foliage, to not show your enemy what drone augments you're playing. And Karma is gonna crush him because Whitey is still going strong with 89 health. And he found a Furiox right there to go with his Alfie. And the damage that a Furiox with 2 augments and a lot of uptime with those huge tanks in the front will provide is enormous. So right now, Fox Spirit is looking good with the Sephorus. He's set up for a late game, but currently he doesn't have a really strong team with level 5. So he's still playing the money game. He doesn't mind yet. He's still on 65 health, which is a lot. And he's trying to push out his advantage as long as possible before he goes all in, levels up, and stabilizes his board. This is a game of chicken, right? How long can you push your money advantage before you have to try to save your HP? That's a very risky strategy. That's why it usually pays off if it works out. Because if you cannot stabilize your board and you lose one game too much, it might be over, even though you had those win conditions to win the whole lobby. It can end up very much being a first or last situation. But yeah, Fox Spirit, experienced enough to usually not make it a last situation. All right, who should we check out next? Psycho Sura, I say that like it's one word, but it's Psycho from Sura, is still in first place and only lost one game versus Whitey, who is probably now on a 6-game win streak. So let's quickly check over. He's playing versus Nefer right here, and he's actually losing versus Nefer. All right, so I guess Nefer is having a strong board. Let's check him out right here. Water, Fire, Scion, Bulwark, Empath. A very common theme in this final so far. We have seen Scions being the dominating class as damage dealers. And then we got Bulwarks making their return. Bulwarks haven't been played a lot in the past, so I'm glad the balance is finally there where it needs to be again, where people are playing Bulwarks, they're playing Scions, they're playing Empaths, they're playing Fighters, and they're not playing Rogues. Well, we haven't seen many Rogues yet, at least. Rogues are usually the units, they should shine in the early and mid game, should give you a lot of power spike early on, but then be a little bit harder to really find a win condition and win the whole lobby with. And that's where then, for example, Phantom comes in. If you find a Rampfire plus a Monarch and stuff like this would be your Rogue win conditions. But so far they have been good early game, mid game, and late game. So it's nice to see that they have been balanced a little bit. And it's the return of the Scions. It just feels like we have really a limited rock, paper, scissors system. Because all our composite synergies are not really available, right? So right now it's either Fighter, Scions, or Rogues are the 3 damage dealer classes. And so if one is dominating, the other 2 will fall off. Like it's very very black and white. And that's where the new weapon system will come in. So as soon as we have our ranger who can bond to any Illuvial again, this will enable all our composite synergies to be way more available, and hopefully we'll find a lot of different niche compositions. So for example, what we have now when somebody goes for 4 Wildfire, or we have a win condition if you go for Invokers, or you have a win condition if you go get the Colossus and have just unkillable Demon Kings. So hopefully other composite synergies, because we got so many of them, we got 20, I believe. 20 different composite synergies. No, that's without 30. I think we got 30 different composite synergies, classes, and affinities. So if we have like at least half of them are good team compositions, we would have 15 good team compositions, up to 30 good team compositions that could all be viable just by focusing on Shock or on Wildfire, on Toxic, and then you can mix them up. And so yeah, once we get bonding, we're gonna see a very big increase in strategic depth in Gauntlet, and that's what I'm looking for. Because right now it feels like it's limited to the 5 different classes and the 5 different basic affinities, instead of opening up to all the synergies, which will hopefully happen with getting the new weapon system, with bonding your ranger to get any composite synergy that you want. All right, guys, it's time for a prediction. There's a train passing by. So what do you guys think? Who is going to win? Who is going to win this game right here? Is it Whitey? Is it Nefer? Is it Lex? Is it Psycho? Or is it somebody from the currently bottom 4, like Fox Spirit, Lemko, Max Trade, or Web3? How do you guys feel about this? After you guys answer, I'm going to give my prediction. So that's going to be in about 5 minutes, because we have a little bit delay. We have a 5-minute delay on stream to ensure our competitive integrity. To ensure nobody can stream snipe. Dude, it feels like I'm sitting in front of my princess castle. This is, by the way, against mosquitoes. I don't think everybody realizes that. It looks a little bit like I have a little baby girl at home running around. My little pink princess castle. All right, we are watching. Who are we watching right now? Is it Lex? It's still Nefer. So we are on Nefer. He found his Octius. He found the Matu as well, which works great versus, for example, the Rogues right here. And yeah, all those Bulwarks and those... Yeah, it feels like these Rogues are going to have a hard time. And Lex right here didn't find his Power Spike yet. He found the stage 2 tanks, those two, but he didn't find the Furiox, which is going to be a huge win condition for him. This is his main damage dealer. But his positioning is pretty decent. There goes Fury though, and if Fury dies, he doesn't have much chance. Also, the Ranger of Nefer right here has the Toxic Enchanter weapon, which just provides another crazy AoE damage source for him. Yeah, Nefer is looking good. And yeah, Scion Bulwarks are dominating this tournament, are dominating the meta right now. But the meta, the last patch has been out like for a few days. So don't get discouraged too much. There will always be meta shakeups. And every single patch that we had in Illuvium so far, every time people said, oh, this is OP, this is what's, like, it's only about rogues, right? And then a week later, somebody comes up with something that counters rogues. And I'm sure we're going to see a meta shakeup here as well, where at one point somebody comes up with something that will dominate these Scion Bulwark teams. Like, for example, a ramp fight. I still hope we're going to see Phantom, Inferno, Rampfire, Monarch in this finals. My favorite team composition. Not only because of our Phantom guild, but also because I just love Rampfire. The feeling that you get when Ramfire one-shots a whole enemy team when his spell crits is amazing. Most satisfying feeling I think I've ever had in this game. Maybe something like a Seer, who is like a drain tank who just gets stronger and stronger with lifesteal and stacking damage. That feels also really good. Chukundi right here with Wildfire activated with 2 strong affinities. Also an extreme powerhouse. And this could definitely be one of the counters for Sion, where Chukundi with Wildfire has so much sustain, so much damage that he's never going down. And then you still have those backline units like an Arcalion, like Twine with Verdant, plus the Fern, who's just doing, has a lot of sustain and is doing a lot of damage. Nefer here, bringing the Ador Rado into play for Sion's 3 Bulwarks, 2 Empaths. Also finding the TNT. Here is a Fury as well, which he should probably get. If it's not for himself, at least to deny it from your enemies. He decides against it. Boom, boom, boom. He found all 3 copies that he wanted to find. He's going for the Squeeze stage 3, so for the Ophisto. And yeah, we're gonna check back with him in a second. Let's see how Whitey is doing. My other favorite player of this round right here. And he has pretty much the same setup, just a little bit lower on tanks now. Well, no, still very, very strong tanks. Still playing 5 Bulwarks and really strong Scions as well. He got the Octios, he got the Furiox, which Nefer is not going for, surprisingly. And then he also got the Sinalf. And yeah, all of these fighter compositions have a really hard time versus Bulwark and Sion. So there goes Max Trade with his fighters. No chance against this lobby. Everybody seems to be playing against him. And also Fox Spirit is on second to last place. I am, again, a little biased towards Slicks, who has been kicked out, and Fox Spirit, who seems to have a rough time, at least this game. He still has 70 gold, though, so you can never rule him out. But I'm a little biased against them because they have been dominating tournaments, and I just love to see other players like have a chance and finally beat them. They're great guys, but I just love, you know, if they... And I'm sure they would also like a challenge instead of getting free wins, like it has looked a lot of the weeks of the tournaments. So I just love to see Slicks and Fox Spirit fail, because that means other players have caught up to them, and we're getting a better and better competitive scene where it's not about a few guys dominating the whole scene. And yeah, last week's tournament and this week's tournament seem to be that way. And that doesn't mean it's very RNG heavy. At least maybe last week's tournament was a little bit more RNG heavy, but this seems very balanced right here. And we are looking right here at Fox Spirit, who has a Grilla, who has a C4, who has a Synapse, so he has Invoker activated. And it's looking really good. That's an interesting tactic that he's playing right here, with a Grilla to kind of occupy the backline while he still has Invokers. So the Grilla basically is providing sustain and just buying time, and then the Invokers are still the main damage dealers. That is one crazy tactic, and you can see C4s right here, 11,400 damage. Huge carry. We're redoing the augments again, trying to find the best combination for the C4s, or actually maybe even just changing it up depending on his enemies, which is next level, right? If you change around augments depending who you're fighting, that is some detail that usually people don't have the mental capacity to care about this, because there's so much else going on. Good morning, iShift Universe. How we doing? Holo! Well played, by the way, Holo, in the qualifiers. Super close that you didn't make it to the finals. I think the last round screwed you up a little bit. There's no sniping with scouting in the game. Yeah, but the scouting we have right now is you still don't see the board and the weapons of the enemy. So you can still get an advantage if you're screen sniping. It's a very small advantage, but yeah, we still want to stay fully fully fair until maybe, hopefully, we can also see the enemy bench. Because it makes a big difference if you see that somebody is just missing one Apon right here, right? You're going to buy Apons and try to block him. So it does make a big difference in some scenarios if you see the enemy bench or not. And we don't see that right now. And now let's look at this, right? He has empaths as his tanks. He has invokers as his damage dealers. And then he has those rogues. And those are more or less just, you know, like the gorilla with his illusions. They're just buying time. They're not here to really do the damage, right? Ooh, wow. Chu Kundi was able to take down the C4s and holds on to this life. Almost taking down the Sinalf as well, but yeah, those rogues in the backline just occupying half of the enemy team. I love this composition that Fox Spirit came up with. And as I said, Fox Spirit with 1 HP, you still can't count him out because he probably sits on 100 gold and just hasn't shot his shot yet. So we got energy regen right here. And I remember he deployed some cheesy strategy in the hype tournament. He had like a Quinks with 15,000 damage, so he was finding some cheesy strategies, but this all seems legit. This is just genius team building right here. Having rogues to support your invokers, not as the damage dealers, I've not seen that before. It might have just happened out of coincidence where he is like, there you go, where he just found a gorilla naturally and was like, whatever, I'm gonna play it. But I can very well believe also that he went for it on purpose, which, yeah, genius deck building right there. We're going to watch one more game before we glaze him too much, and then we're going to swap over to Whitey, especially if he wins here. But Whitey has lost a little bit of the steam. He hasn't found any stage 3 units. So it is definitely tough right here versus Fox Spirit. Little lag spike, I hope that's not me. Invoker's still alive. They stacked up the Omega power. Now they're ready to execute the enemies. Boom. Alright, Fox Spirit is doing good, but the thing is, one misstep, one loss, and he's out, right? This is the scary part about his economy strategy, giving up all this HP. Whereas Whitey right here is sitting on 61 health. Nefer is sitting on 50 health. They are chilling still, right? They still have like 4 lives. They can still lose like 4 times. Psycho as well on 31. But yeah, somebody's gonna get kicked out soon. I don't think Psycho has any chance here with his fighters versus the Scions. Plus the Empaths. A bit of a better chance than, for example, versus Nefer with the, or versus Whitey with the Scion plus Bulwarks. I think those fighters could burn through those Empaths, but I don't see it happening. He tried to snipe the Fernite, didn't happen. Nice positioning here from Psycho with the Crunk in the backline, but in the end, the Gorilla jumps over, kills him. And we need one cast here. But it's not coming! It ain't coming! The fighters went through the backline too fast. Gorilla here tries his best. It's not going to be enough to take him down, though. And this was very close, taking down Fox Spirit in 5th position. I can't believe it. Well played, Psycho. This was definitely a positioning difference. Because if that Bloto wasn't where it was, and it was really good. Also, his fighters had a good chance versus the Empaths. Where if we watch him now, maybe versus Whitey, I don't think he can win. Because the 5 Bulwarks are going to give him enough time. Is he going to play against him? No, he's playing versus Web 3 right here. Yeah, Whitey very, very far away from any stage 3 units. So I don't think he will win this with the board he has. He got to get very lucky in finding some more Illuvials and maybe getting a Scoriox or something like that. Yo, the other day we went to a ring workshop. My wife made me a ring, look at that. Tiger eye. I'm gonna put them on right now. I love to wear rings, but I always lose them. But now I have really nice rings, so I'm really taking care. And I never put them anywhere without thinking where I put them, so I feel like I'm not gonna lose them anymore. Boom. Alright, Whitey is taking big hits right here. Down to 24 health, basically almost down to his last life. Web3 Gaming holding on to his last 13 HP. So is Psycho, also with 13. And now it's a little bit like rolling the dice. Whoever you're gonna get. Either you're lucky and you're not matched versus your worst enemy, versus your worst nightmare. Or not. What I would like to see here is Psycho versus Web3. Battle it out for the 4th place. Let's see it, because everybody else can survive, I think. Nefer versus Whitey, and then Psycho versus Web3. I would love to see that. Let's hope it's gonna happen. What is Web3 playing anyway? Is he still a little bit on the rogues? Or did he also went for Scions in the end? Ah, he's playing Wildfire, 3 Wildfire. I've seen him play 5 Wildfire, so 3 is nothing. He got the Chukundi, he got the Krunk, he got the Ranger weapon as well. And next up he's looking, well, he's never gonna get a Blaze Knight. He doesn't have money for it. But already stabilizing with just 3 Wildfire is crazy. He got Burden to go with it, with the Twine and the Archelion. And 6 Nature as well. So depending who he's facing hyper-wise, this also makes a big difference. If he's facing an Earth-heavy team, which will instantly go hyperactive, this might be tough. But as you can see here on the little arrows, all of his units seem to be going hyperactive. So he's winning the hyper game right here, which is going to help him. Psycho. Love to see it. 13 HP versus 13 HP. And my big favorite is definitely Web3 right here. All of his units are going to go hyperactive. And yeah, he is just a better team with like the same, almost the same bulwarks. But he has Burden with the Archelion. So that's going to provide a lot of sustain. Plus the heal of Archelion itself. He also has a Phosphor. They both have a Phosphorus. The Chukundi is going to make a huge difference. And just Wildfire is made. The reposition is going to win him the game after all. Like, this is the biggest difference right here. Chukundi actually going onto the Fur Knight and only having 1 Scorpion next to him. Like, Chukundi has the time of his life up there. He's not going to be in trouble. And this is going to spell doom for Psycho. But while I say this, Psycho's front line is doing still pretty well. The Chukundi here in the back line is a big trouble. Is a big problem maker, but never mind. Psycho is out. Whitey loses versus Nefer is down to 7 health. And now it's going to be Nefer versus Web3 Gaming. And it's going to be Whitey versus also Web3 Gaming. All right, let's see if one person can beat the Wildfires. Whitey here has definitely better chances because he's facing the Ghost Army. So the positioning will not be against him. But Nefer still has 30 HP, so he cannot be knocked out yet. He still has 2 lives left. So Web3 or Whitey, one of them is going to get knocked out here. Maybe not, actually. If Whitey wins against Nefer and Web3 wins against the Ghost Army, all 3 are still in. But it seems like Whitey is having a tough time here. It's going to be super close. But the Verdant plus Wildfire was too much for Whitey. Whitey goes out in 3rd place. And Web3 Gaming goes out in 2nd place. Nefer winning another round. Can you freaking believe it? Let me show you real quick what we're dealing here with right now. We're dealing with a legendary attempt of Nefer to take down a tournament in only winning every single game. Nefer has won all 3 qualifier games, and he has won the 2 final games right now. Out of 5 games played today, single game. He is 1 game away from making the perfect tournament run. I'm sure he's a little bit nervous about it, but he seems to have it all together in the last game, and we're going to see how he's going to do in the next game. Stay tuned. We're going to be back in 3 minutes.
Beyond Wave 3 is kicking off on November 21st, and a whole host of new features are coming with it. The album is getting a major overhaul and a fresh new look. And with Beyond Wave 3, you will be getting a new personal progression page that keeps track of your journey and which rewards you are close to unlocking. New stretch goals and rewards will also be introduced with Beyond Wave 3. With new community and personal stretch goals featuring emotes, battle boards, drone blasts, and exclusive Illuvatars, we will also be introducing a new reward system. Instead of relying on a number of disc spot, we will rely on a point system. Every standard disc will give you 1 point, every mega disc will give you 6 points, alpha standard discs will give 3 points, and alpha mega discs will give 27 points. This way you can see an updated point score with every disc that you open. We're also excited to introduce new leaderboards and rewards. The Set 1 leaderboard will see an increase in rewards, and we're also introducing a wave-specific leaderboard that will last the entire wave. Over 3 months of competition, players will be vying for a growing prize pool that will reward the top 250 participants by the end of the wave. As more ETH is spent, the prize pool will continue to grow, creating a substantial reward everyone will be excited to compete for. We will also be crowning a wave winner, who will receive a special, one-of-a-kind Illuvatar to commemorate their achievement. For full details, be sure to check out the blog post linked below. Wave 3 brings a ton of new changes to Illuvium Beyond. So get ready, Rangers. Wave 3 is kicking off on November 21st.
Len, Black Keel insists we set course for Illuvium.
But I can feel it. This is Illuvium.
Scans indicate a dead planet.
Activate scouting vessel.
Captain, if the control unit is lost, there's no going back. Please, relinquish the control unit.
But they'll never know how wrong they were.
If you don't follow orders, they won't
All
listen.
we do is blindly follow orders. When will we fulfill our duty?
Your duty is to Black Keel.
Cole knows something I don't. I need to know how this ends.
Will you retreat to safety, chasing paradise? Or will you follow me and fulfill your purpose?
Officer Herc, let me resolve this peacefully.
Enough. She won't decide our fate.
Do it now.
Commencing decompression.
I'll be back.
Airlock breached. Stasis initiated. Unexpected malfunction. Brace for emergency landing.
charge again, huh? How long? But he only just landed. Scan it again. Dead planet, huh? Cole was right.
Yo. Okay, they're going into the last game of the tournament. But before we do that, I quickly wanted to show the current stats because it's absolutely insane. Look at that. Mr. Nefer, win into the finals, which he wins and wins. And now we're in the final game. He's on 16 points. We need to fill out the other guys, so this looks a little bit better than it is. Second place is not on 7 points, but he's on 16 points. God damn it. I think second one is Whitey with 7 plus 6, 13 points. So he can still lose it all, right? I hope I didn't jinx Nefer right here. I hope he's keeping it all together and just playing his game, because so far he's won 5 out of 5 games, and this would be legendary to see someone go 6 out of 6 wins in our tournament, especially because he's one of the lads. He's one of the Phantom gang, and you love to see it. Performing, showing up like this in his guild's tournament. Lovely. All right, disable the Emboss, disable the sheet. And let's keep watching this legend. I'm gonna keep spectating Nefer, just so you guys know. If this was any other player, I would do the freaking same. If somebody is on 5 out of 5, this has nothing to do with him being in our guild. This is just amazing to see someone 5 out of 5 wins. I almost did it last tournament with Hype. I went 3 out of 3 in the finals as well, but then I completely... No, wait, in the qualifiers, I also went 3 out of 3 games. All 3 won. But then in the finals, I completely screwed it up. And I didn't even get close to that. So big respect here to Nefer, keeping it together and actually doing so well versus some of the best players in the world in Illuvium. Definitely there's a little bit of a variance, so I would definitely count other players as well into the top 8 in Illuvium. But these are some best players in Illuvium nevertheless, and he is going for it. And he's sharp. Look at that. He has 13 seconds left after he did all these things. He's playing fast. He's playing good. And he's playing 4 fighters right here with an Atlas as his main tank. Atlas positioning a little bit to the side, trying to catch that stage 2 Earth Volante, which he did perfectly. So nice position right here. And his 2 fighters are taking down the main damage dealer of Whitey right here. And starting out good. If he can win already... we gotta surrender. Do we? He would have started with a win versus Whitey right here already. Yeah, we do have... Somebody's not connecting, I believe. Somebody's having a problem. And if somebody has a problem in the first 5 rounds, we do have the option of a remake. Restart, game not working. All right. We're still in private, in open beta, right, guys? So there can be some issues. This is the first restart that we had today, which is huge, right? It's still too much, and the team is working tirelessly around the clock to fix these few issues that we're still having. Because very soon, Illuvium is going to go all in with marketing and with huge tournaments. There is next week, next month, we already got like tournaments coming up in 1 month for the price of, let's say, what is it? What's LV coin right now? 15 times 2,000 LV. So next month we already have tournaments coming up for 30,000 bucks, and this is just a warm-up, right? Because before we really go in and make it 30,000 bucks per tournament and not per month, and really go all in with the marketing again, we need to make sure there is no disconnects happening. because you cannot have a $100,000 tournament if somebody is disconnecting, right? This is a no-go, and this is why the team is working tirelessly around the clock to fix this, and it's going to be fixed soon, and then we're going to have the big competitive scene starting out. We already have a decent sized competitive scene starting out next month. So for everybody who has been in the project for a long time, for all the core community, and also for those people who have been lurking around the corner, just waiting to jump back in, this is going to be the moment. 3rd of April. It's going to be on midnight from Thursday to Friday next week. We're going to start the competitive scene again with leaderboard rewards for ranked, for Leviathan coming the week after, I believe. Tournaments worth $30,000 in the first month. Leaderboard for Illuvium Zero, leaderboard for Overworld, and automated drone runs. There's going to be raffle tickets given out for people that just play Gauntlet. You don't even have to have a good rank. And you're also going to be able to get free fuel by just playing Gauntlet. So no matter what you do in Illuvium, you're going to be able to get some juicy rewards. And I can't wait to finally start grinding the leaderboard again. It's going to be great. All right, they're figuring it out. They're getting back in it, and we're going to start round number 3, the final round of the tournament, very soon. Let's quickly go over the sheet again, because I only focus on Nefer right now. But we also have Whitey right here, who has been performing really well as well. First place, second place in the qualifiers, and then a second and a third place, I think, in the second game. And then we have Lex right here, also from Phantom. Well, they're not sorted yet here. So we're going to sort them in a bit. By the way, big shout out to Erica. Erica Gloom right here is my main admin, carrying this tournament in the back. Big shout out to her. I think she only went to bed at 4 a.m. in the morning. Not sure why. But it's either for pleasure or for work, I would assume. But she got up a few hours later to host the tournament here with me, and she has been doing an amazing job. I couldn't do it without her. So big shout out to Erica, doing all of this work in the background. And I'm sure she's going to fill out the scores for game 2 in a second. And then we can see how it's looking for the other ones. But we know that Whitey is in second place, and so on. And big shout out also to the rest of the Phantom crew. Everybody is involved in some way or another, but Erica has definitely been the main driving force behind the tournaments, the main admin, you could say, which I love to see, that somebody is really so passionate and so engaged. It's a pleasure to work with people like this. And yeah, soon, once we're back in Europe, also these tournaments, like in 2 months, so in June, I believe. Yeah, starting of June, I'm going to be back in Europe, which means we're going to shift our tournament schedule because I need to be awake to host those tournaments. So we're going to have European and American times again, because right now we have European and Asian times. So we're going to change that up again, give it a few more seconds, and we're going to be here in the finals as well. I think they're almost full now. Stream has ended. All right, we're getting there, guys. Let me play some music, maybe. Oh, we're in. All right, never mind. Sweet. All right, let's hope for the best. Let's hope no more crashes. Never mind. I'm not going to say anything. We don't mind. We can restart a few times. This is the finals. We want to make sure it's fair and square and nobody gets screwed over by a disconnect or something like that. Yeah, today, maybe I can show you guys this quickly. Today I posted, well, yesterday on my YouTube channel, I posted a little run through for all the things that are coming up with tournament rewards and all the different rewards and all the different things that have been implemented lately. So check that out on my YouTube channel. The video has been performing great, so people are enjoying the content. So this is the new video. And then also on Twitter, I posted, if you want the short version, because the video is like 35 minutes long. So also on my Twitter account, my X account, we have a little thread here, which is going through all the changes if you want to just have a quick 5-minute read to know what's going on. And by the way, I haven't been shouting this out a lot lately, but now since we're starting back up again, I want to shout out the sponsors of today's stream, which is hopefully you. I don't know. I got to find a better segue to promote my referral code. But anyway, I would appreciate it a lot if you put PAS, P-A-Z, in your Illuvium account profile settings. This doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't take anything away from you, but it's going to support my content creation. It gives me a cut of all the fuel purchase you make in Illuvium. So if you don't have someone, please put me in their referral code PAS, P-A-Z, in your Illuvium account profile settings. You have to re-enter it every 30 days. And this is going to just support my content creation on YouTube, on Twitter, on Twitch, and so on. Thank you very much. That's my only ad read for today. And we're going to jump back into the gameplay right here with Fox Spirit as our leading culprit. He's muting everybody. Nobody's allowed to emote him, which is a very good play right there. He's also sending his drone away so nobody can see his drone augments. Fox Spirit, he is min-maxing this game. You love to see it, and definitely something we can use as well. This is obviously a cheesy strategy, but the best players make the best cheese, right? You gotta abuse, not abuse is the wrong word, but you gotta play the system as hard as you can, right? So yeah, that's what he's doing right there. Why is Fox Spirit in a game and Nefer isn't? I think we're a little bit in a crash loop right here. I think we should restart. We're seeing it live. In the files, we're not gonna let the files be compromised by cheaping out on one restart. So everybody out there, get it up. And hopefully we're gonna get it going. I'm gonna quickly run another Illuvium trailer. I'm gonna get some water and we're gonna be back in a second with the final games, with the final game of the grand finals. See you in a second, everybody. Enjoy the trailer.
Come with me,
Illuvium was always more than a dream.
and you'll be
It was our calling.
in a world of your imagination.
If only they knew the truth.
Scans indicate a dead planet.
But I can feel it. This is Illuvium.
Find me, child,
Activate scouting vessel.
and show our people who you truly are.
She won't decide our fate.
Forgot to charge again, huh? He only just landed.
Will you retreat to safety, chasing paradise? Or will you follow me and fulfill your purpose?
We'll find her soon. There's no way off this island.
All we do is blindly follow orders. I need to know how this ends.
Enter a universe of games. Mine and harvest resources that power your journey. Customize your unique ranger. Explore vast regions. Discover countless mysteries, rich lore, and complete your missions. Join the hunt for rare creatures. Gather vital resources to repair your ship and ensure your survival. Capture over 200 unique Illuvials. Craft weapons and armor, fuse your units, and build an unstoppable team. Enter the arena. Challenge fellow Rangers in epic battles. Prove yourself in Gauntlet, an 8-player battle royale. Climb the ranks and claim your glory. 3 games, 1 universe. This is Illuvium.
Rangers, the G-Shock Illuvitar collection is here. This epic collaboration brings 108 Illuvitars ready to find their place inside your album. With every G-Shock disc that you open bringing you closer to unlocking exclusive rewards. With this partnership, we merge the digital and physical world. Get your in-game cosmetics and a limited edition Illuvium branded G-Shock watch. Get ready, Rangers. Sale starts December 9th.
Come with me,
Illuvium was always more than a dream.
and you'll be
It was our calling.
in a world of pure imagination.
If only they knew the truth.
Begin
Scans indicate a dead planet.
But I can feel it. This is Illuvium.
Find me, child,
Activate scouting vessel.
and show our people who you truly are.
She won't decide our fate.
Forgot to charge again, huh? He only just landed.
Will you retreat to safety, chasing paradise? Or will you follow me and fulfill your purpose?
We'll find her soon. There's no way off this island.
All we do is blindly follow orders. I need to know how this ends.
Enter a universe of games. Mine and harvest resources that power your journey. Customize your unique ranger. Explore vast regions. Discover countless mysteries, rich lore, and complete your missions. Join the hunt for rare creatures. Gather vital resources to repair your ship and ensure your survival. Capture over 200 unique Illuvials. Craft weapons and armor, fuse your units, and build an unstoppable team. Enter the arena. Challenge fellow Rangers in epic battles. Prove yourself in Gauntlet, an 8-player battle royale. Climb the ranks and claim your glory. 3 games, 1 universe. This is Illuvium.
Rangers, the G-Shock Illuvitar collection is here.
All right. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We're still trying to figure this out, and it should be hopefully figured out very soon. Different people keep crashing. So yeah, we're working on a fix, and we're gonna be right back.
Come with me,
Illuvium was always more than a dream.
and you'll be
It was our calling.
in a world of pure imagination.
If only.
Alright, technical issues have been more or less resolved and we are in our final game. Max Trade right here was not able to connect. We tried a bunch of times, but something on his side is not working. So he suggested that we just go on without him. We could have restarted more times because in the finals we're just gonna do whatever it takes to have a fair game. But yeah, since he was okay with us going ahead, we just decided to go now. I hope he can reconnect. It looks like he reconnected. He does have a different, because it's not grayed out anymore. So hopefully he might be back actually. There we go, he's back. Yes. Obviously he has a little bit of a bad start, right? I'm still really sorry this happened to him, but everybody's in the game. We have our final game of the grand finals of the Phantom Gauntlet Clash Tournament. Sorry for the delay, but here it is. And here we go. We're gonna start spectating Nefer, who is sitting comfortably at 100 HP, going up versus Lex. And this is gonna be tough because Lex did hit the stage 2 Flish, which is just gonna be huge for him. We have a hyperactive Toka right here, but he could not get through that Atlas. And Nefer is gonna start with a loss here. First time he didn't go on a win streak right away, I think. So he's also not buying his tier 0 unit. So definitely all this restarting, there was a little bit of fighting going on. Got a little bit to his head because, yeah, he has been performing better earlier. And our only win streakers right now are Lex and Lemko, which both have had a tough finals. So love to see it. A little bit of a mix-up. I don't think we have given Lemko much screen time yet. So let's have a look here and see how he's doing. Oh, he found all the stage 2 units. Look at that. That's the thing, right? You cannot always play for a win streak. Because if you're matched versus a guy like this who found 4 stage 2 units, no matter what you do, you can throw all your money away. He's going to win, and he's still on 20 gold, right? So sometimes you just got to accept the loss and accept that some people... There is still a big factor of luck in this game, right? But depending how you play around this luck is depending how good you are in the game. Whitey with the 99, I think, also lost versus a PvE round and had maybe a disconnect. But at this point, everybody's just happy to play since we had to restart a few times. No, he lost versus a real player, it looks like. I just have never seen someone lose 1 point. Not sure how that works. Maybe just the range of surviving. Which is crazy. Alright, who is still winning? Lemko and Lex. Both still on a win streak. Let's see what Lex is doing. Let's check out Lex. And I'm just looking at the leaderboard right now. We have Nefer in first, Whitey at second, and we have Web3 Gaming in third and Fox Spirit in fourth place. That's our top 4 right now. Lex is playing 4 Water, 3 Cyan, 3 Bulwark, the classic build, which we have seen so much success on this tournament already. I'm gonna go back to Lemko just because we have a better quality stream right here. And also audio. Alright, Lemko is going great. After he found everything in stage 2, he also found a stage 2 Ray already, which is insane. He's cleaning up his board a little bit. He wants it nice and tidy. He wants to see what he goes for. Salty Atlas to get the staff, to maybe get Mystic online. There's 2 Lynxes, another staff. Definitely going for that one. Maybe not. He's not going to buy any Lynxes or the app because he's sitting comfortably at 40 gold, which is really good for him. And there's a PvE round, so he's probably going to get a little bit more. Hey, my dinner just arrived. Thank you very much. Looks great. And since we're still in the early game, I'm going to munch real quickly on this. This tastes amazing. You guys notice? I've never seen it before. It is called... Is this... No, it's not a string hopper. How is it? Just a normal hopper? No. It's an egg hopper. So you have like this... It's like a pancake, I guess. A very thin pancake. Like a crepe. And it's like a coconut dough. They put it in a bowl on the fire. So it's like this bowl-shaped pancake. And then they pop an egg inside. Genius. Really good. Really easy, really good food. Yo, Lamco here versus Nefer. And Nefer actually taking down Lamco. Stopping Lamco's winning streak. And this means we're going to watch a little bit of Nefer right here and see how he's performing. Oh, he's going for the Poison Legendary Augment. Just because it's very strong on his fighters, I think. Very interesting choice to go for fighters. I would assume he just does it for the early game. Also, he doesn't need to win anymore, right? I'm spinning the story here that the most important thing right now is him winning one more game and having a perfect tournament with 6 out of 6 games won. But all he needs realistically is top 3 to, I think, win this. Let me do the calculation real quick on the spreadsheet. No, the spreadsheet is big. That's scary. Sorry. Okay, like this we can look at it. Do you see it? Yes. So he has 16 points. Second place has 13 points, which means he's 3 points ahead. Which means if he makes third place, that would be 6 points. If he makes top 3, he is guaranteed to win. He just needs top 3 to win this tournament, Nefer, right here. And this is only if Whitey makes first place. If Whitey doesn't make first place, he only needs top 4. And that is only if Web3 Gaming makes first place. If Whitey and Web3 Gaming don't win, he only needs top 5 to win the tournament. So Nefer definitely in a really good position right here to take it home. And I still hope he's just gonna win and make it a 6 out of 6 one-game tournament, which would be something for the history books, I think. No. Or maybe a bit. It's all right. All right, guys. Sorry, I had to get something in me. Keep the energy level up. I'm trying to hide my wife with my body here. It's the downsides of a one-room apartment. We're traveling right now. Well, traveling, yeah, you can call it traveling. Been traveling for a long time and will do so for another 2 months. All right, this is looking pretty bad for Nefer right here. He's trying to make the fighters work. But as we have seen so far in this tournament, fighters do underperform compared to Scions. So, yeah, he has had some success in the first game with the fighters, so maybe he can make it happen again. But if I was him, I would buy this Poison Scepter right here and try to get some strength on the board. In his defense, though, he has 70 gold, right? And he might be rolling down for the Cara Dulux, for the Arcalion, and getting a really strong, solid fighter team onto the field. Sorry, I gotta finish this roti right here, and then I'm back in full action, okay? He found a foe. That is huge. The foe is definitely a huge find, and it seems like it's gonna go for Wildfire. Wildfire-ish, maybe Wildfire Verdant, maybe Frost, which is not that good anymore. It got nerfed a little bit, thank God, because Frost was way too OP. Whitey here on 99 points. Oh, that's a hot one. Woo. And Whitey is playing what he has been playing all day long. Bulwarks plus Scions. It has been working out great for him, so why not? And yeah, he already has a Scarabog, so a nice tier 5 unit. Bringing him some water units as well to get 4 water. And he has that TNT to provide the consistent damage output. Levels up to just stay on top of it. Stay on top of his 7-game win streak right here. Rolling down, getting more water units. There was a dash. Not sure if he missed that or he doesn't need it. But he's gonna transition into just full Scions with Bulwarks anyway in the late game, I assume. If he wanted to go for water, there was an ebb and a dash instead of the flare. But yeah, that's not really what he's going for here, I think. It's just, the water is just bridging the time until he gets into the late game and finds his usual units, where he's also going to sell the Riptorus sooner or later. He does want to find this Cara Dulux though, so through the mid game into the early late game, he's going to have a lot of water and a lot of toxic, but I don't think water is going to be his final build. Water is working out great for him right here though, versus the enemy earth and fire. Yeah, it's going to be enough. Hyperactive Riptorus right here, such a strong unit. Once he gets toxic, that's going to be a huge power spike. Here is also a foe for him, so he's also kind of contesting the fighters, which is interesting. The top 2 players are going to play against each other. Whitey plus Lex here. Top players in HP points. Let's see how that works out for them. Nefer was losing a lot of HP early, but he was able to stabilize a little bit. If he kept losing, it would be like around 50, maybe below 50 HP already. All right, Lex versus YT. I think YT, again, such a strong board, similar to last time, where he just finds the right units and then he isn't shy to push for levels, to have this mid-game transition with be the first to level 7 and just bring a lot of raw power onto the board, making it easy for him to just keep pushing his advantage HP-wise. Whew, that was spicy. All right, I'm done. Sorry, but I had to eat something. Hosting these tournaments, like, usually I stream for way longer hours, but this is way more intense because there's constantly action happening. I'm getting very excited. Okay, what we got here with YT? I don't think Lemko stands a chance, which will mean Lemko is going to take another 15 damage or something to the face to make sure YT goes up to level 8. He doesn't care. He just wants to save his HP, keep extending his win streak. And he just went all in with his economy, down to 13 gold. Which means, worst case scenario, he loses this round. He has no win streak gold and no income. But I don't see it happening, so I'm pretty sure he's just gonna do a huge chunk of damage to Lemko right here. Lemko with the stage 3 Panda right here though. So if this guy can go nuts, that would be a lot of damage. Doesn't have shock activated though. And the right side of Lemko is just falling too fast. Everybody hyperactive as well. So very easy round for YT right here. And I don't think anything will stop him anytime soon. And he's now on a 10-game win streak. So YT is definitely trying his best to take down Nefer's win streak. And Nefer has to get top 3. If YT wins, Nefer can win the tournament with top 3. So I do want to stay connected with him. I still hope for him that he can win one more game. It's so unlikely because it is already so unlikely to win 5 games in a row. And every game on top of that just is 1,000% more unlikely. He's matched here versus Lemko, so that could be his chance to, again, save a little bit HP. Because he's still on 55 health, so not too bad. He doesn't need to fully stabilize yet. And he still has 60 gold, right? He couldn't keep it together and keep on 70 gold, so he got a bit nervous and invested a little bit more, went below maximum income. But he still has 60 gold. He is level 7. He has those fighters. He has a tier 3 stage 2 slashin. Is it slashin? Slappin? Stabbin' slashin. It's a stabbin', right? So he still has this stage 2 penguin sitting on the board here, which is going to be a huge power spike once he goes for level 8. But it's going to be interesting to see if he's going to slow roll his extra gold. Jokul is going a little bit crazy, but it's not going to be enough. But he didn't take much damage, only 3 units alive. So he's only down to 47 health. He still has like one more round until he needs to stabilize. And then I think there's a PvE round coming up. So I'm not sure. Maybe he's going to roll for something, but I think he's just going to go for level 8 and try to get raw strength onto the board. He's also trying to activate Frost. I don't know, is his Ranger already stage 2? No, he doesn't have Frost yet, so he's definitely looking for that weapon, and I hope for him he's going to get it. Can be very tough looking just for one weapon. There you go. Oh, that's just the second copy yet. He has been very unlucky on that. And now he has been rolling, throwing a lot of money away, just looking for the weapon, right? He should have still picked up Furies and other things that can be good. I wonder what he's going for, what like his late game composition is like. Yeah, he's checking out YT. Revenant. Doesn't have to build for it. Just go for level 8, man. You just need a good position. You just need top 3 and you can win this tournament. Just go level 8. Don't risk it with re-rolling. He's just looking for a weapon. He's not looking for anything else, and that's a big mistake. You want to look for more than one thing. Well, he also was looking for the foe, I guess. Like anything he has on the board, he wants to level up. So now that he found the foe, hopefully he's going to stop rolling. He stays on 40 gold. Very smart plays here. He's doing all right. He's playing versus Whitey, so he doesn't... nice positioning, though, with the double lure into the backline. This is something, a little bit a repeated story from the first game today. Forus on the outside, trying to get into the backline here, which he managed to do. He's now on the TNT. Also, the Chokel is doing great here in the backline, so it is looking pretty good for Nefer. But here comes a lot of stun, and it's just too much damage on the side of Whitey. That is crazy. Couldn't get through. There was a lot of CC happening in the right moment. And now he's down to 33 health, so now he has to push his money into the board, trying to stabilize. Otherwise, he's going to be out very soon because he doesn't have the units. He needs to get somehow, he needs to find some board strength. And I think that's only going to happen with level 8. And maybe rolling a little bit before that to finally find that frost weapon, which is kind of gatekeeping him from unlocking his true potential of his composition. Tier 3 units could be good. Tier 0 is useless 2 times. Wow. So he just has to go for the Tier 3 boost. Alright, he found the weapon, right? Yes. But is it enough? Is it enough to stabilize? He's so far away from any stage 3 unit, though. Why does he keep rolling? I don't understand. You should go for level 8, right? If you need more power on the board, because you're not finding it in rerolls right now. The only thing, the Heady can level up, that's it. He stays at 20 gold at least, so he's not broke all the way. And he tries again with the Forest to get in on the side. Nice and easy entry. Really strong augments on the Forest and on the Chokel. Chokel is getting focused after the Heady though. Oof, untargetable. Big augment on the Groko right here. Focus on the Forest. Forest this time doesn't have lifesteal augments, which makes it way harder. He stays alive though. Oh my god. GG's. Alright, that looked way different to the match versus Whitey. So basically what everybody's hoping right now, please don't match me against Whitey. Whitey is the ultimate boss. He's the end boss in this lobby. We're gonna check with him in a second, and he is on like a 20-game win streak, I believe. Come on, load. 12-game win streak. 13. All right. There is the Caradulux. Took a while, but he already solved his Riptorus. He's still going to bring it in instead of the Groko. And we see all those water units are going hyperactive right now. So if you are playing around hyper, you're going to put out... Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You're going to put out the Scarabog and get the Groko in instead. And it's really beautiful to see that Whitey sees those little details, even in the heat of the moment, and brings in the Groko instead of the Scarabog for the hyper mechanic, beating all those fire and earth units. Enemy team has a Monarch, has a Seaforus, has a crazy composition right here, max trade, but it doesn't fit really together. He's missing that Sinel for the Invokers. He got 2 fighters. It's not a bad composition at all. It all depends on a nice cast here on the Monarch, who is just stuck on the spot. And yeah, Whitey's team is just too good. Like I said, the only thing that you're hoping right now, if you're playing this lobby, please don't match me versus Whitey. He is on 99 health and on a 13-game win streak on 4 gold. All of this gold that he was able to accumulate is on the board. And at this point, it seems like he's going to just take everybody out with 99 health. Second place has 44. He is so far ahead. And now to win in the late game, he just needs one of those crucial stage 3 units, like an Ophisto. Or maybe just go for level 9, go for level 10. But he just keeps pushing. Just keeps reinvesting everything onto the board to keep his win streak up. Because at this point, what else are you going to do? Never able to stay at 33 health. That was a crucial win he had last game. So he's still healthy, right? If he loses one more round, he's down to his last life, which happened to Psycho, Fox Spirit, and Max Trade. So Fox Spirit also not having a great game. Similar to Slicks, our old heroes are dying, and the new people are in the driver's seat. With Whitey and making his debut. Whitey was gone for a long time, but he has been one of the best players when he was active. But he hasn't played a lot of Gauntlet tournaments recently, but he comes back and he shows us why he is regarded as such a strong player. And on his side is Nefer and Web3, also proving they got what it takes to play in the big league. And we'll see Fox Spirit is... This is insane, right? He's playing versus Whitey, he's on his last life, and he has 40 gold. So definitely a huge, huge misplay here by Fox Spirit, going for Enchanter, Enchanter Mystic, but you are not allowed to die with 40 health. This is a no-go. This was a free level 8. Probably wouldn't have made a difference versus Whitey, but losing with 40 gold feels bad. If you're down to your last life and you face a strong opponent, please use your money. Give yourself the best chances of not getting knocked out with a lot of money left. And then thinking about woulda, coulda, shoulda for the rest of the day. It's the worst position to be in. But that's going to be it for Fox Spirit for this tournament. And also Psycho is out, but Fox Spirit is in last place here in the last game, which I think will end up with bottom 4 final positioning for Fox Spirit and for Psycho. And then likely Max Trade and Lemko are going to join them. So as it's looking right now, top 4, bottom 4, I think that's kind of how the final spreadsheet, the final scoring will look like. But definitely still a lot of upsets that can happen. Nefer right now in 3rd place, HP-wise. If he can hold the 3rd place, he's going to win the tournament. So right now, Whitey needs to pray to play against Nefer to kick him out. But Nefer is matched against Lemko, who has had a rough couple of games. He has 3 shock units and an Adorator on the board. Okay, we have the slash-in. Bring the slash-in in. Now we got double Vanguard on the board with Malura plus a slash-in, which, yeah, this is a huge composition that Nefer is playing. He's playing triple Frost with double Chokul, who are blocked and are doing nothing, plus the slash-in, plus his Ranger. Let's see if it's enough. I think it's gonna be. The damage is just insane. The Phosphorus raw damage plus the CC that Frost and the Malura is providing, it's a deadly combination. And I really like how he's playing double Chokul, because then you don't get extra synergies from those Chokuls, but those Chokuls both have triple Frost, right? So they are probably the strongest unit that you can play right now, next to another Phosphorus right here. And he needs just 2 more foes to get a Phosphorus. So Nefer is performing and Nefer is on a good way. Interesting augment choice here versus all these Scions. But definitely a good augment for Slash-in. And he's matched versus Lex, so Nefer has been lucky to not be matched versus Whitey, I think. This is still the end boss, the death sentence for anybody right now. And Nefer is on the way of winning this tournament. And the only person standing in his way at this point is Whitey. If Whitey wins and Nefer doesn't make top 3, Whitey wins the tournament. If Nefer makes at least top 3, Nefer wins the tournament. That's what we're looking at right here. Enemy Lex right here. Beautiful team. Wildfire, Nature, Verdant, Scion, Bulwark. It's just not going to be enough. Like, Nefer has a deadly composition that he was able to get together. And I was wondering when he was building this, what is he going for, right? And all along, he was just planning to go for Frost. Triple Frost with the Ranger, double Chokul, and a Slash-in. crazy composition. I haven't seen this yet. Or not a lot, at least. I've seen Frost with the Vanguard, but not in the new patch yet. Really cool to see. Web3 Gaming knocked out in 6th place. There we go. So we can already start filling in those scores with Fox Spirit last, Psycho in 7th, Web3 in 6th. And then we have still Max Trade, Lemko, Lex, Nefer, and Whitey in here. But it's looking good. I think Nefer might be able to win the tournament straight up, even though he's not winning the last game. Because it seems like Lex, Lemko, and Max Trade are going to get knocked out very soon. They're both on their last life. But I don't think Nefer will be able to win 6 out of 6 games. Because if you look at Whitey's team right here with a Scoriox, it's looking deadly. It is looking really deadly, but I don't know. I don't know, man. If he finds a Phosphorus as well, Nefer might just be able to take it. Look at that damage. Just with the right augments, these fighters are just bursting through those Colossus units and those Bulwark units. And Scoriox doesn't have enough time to clean it up. Well, he might actually. We need a few more attacks, but it's not happening. There's a lot of CC coming through from the Fur Knight, from the Goliath, a lot of stuns. Just buying time for the Scoriox, buying up time. And now Nefer is down to his last life as well. Lemko and Max Trade, those are the two guys that can still ruin Nefer's day. Nope! There it is, top 3 for Nefer. Nefer wins the tournament, if I did my math right. You never know. We're going to double check in a second. But I very much think that Nefer just won the tournament with 5 out of 6 games winning. Winning 5 out of 6 games in the finals, in the qualifiers and the finals. Just insane, right? Maybe it's going to be 6 out of 6, right? I don't want to rule out completely that he's might be able to beat Whitey right here. It's going to be an uphill battle. Whitey with 82 health. He has to win the next, I don't know, 7 games against him to win this last match of his. But even so, winning 5 out of 6 games in the full tournament with qualifiers and finals, plus winning the whole tournament, that must feel good. I don't know if Nefer has won a tournament before. I don't think so. I think one time he got second, like he got super close. But then somebody was able to take it away from him. I think one time he went second, but he wasn't able to win one of the big ones yet. But here it is. He is second place. That makes it official. Nefer wins the Phantom Gauntlet Clash number 9. Congratulations, man. Super well played. 5 out of 6 games he won. And the 6th game he went second place. Well, I'm jinxing Whitey right here. He can still win, but I don't see it. I don't see it. I would love to see it, or at least him winning a few rounds, but I don't see it. I don't know. Well, we'll see. The only thing we can do is wait and watch and enjoy the last moments of the big tournament right here together, and check out Whitey's crazy team. He got a Synalf. He doesn't have a C4, so no Invokers activated. But it's all about the Scoriox, and it's all about giving that Scoriox time to do a lot of damage. Which he can't do right now, because he's blocked here in the corner. It's all about that Scoriox. Both of them sitting at level 8, which is unusual. But Whitey has enough time with his 80 health to save up again. There we go, just a PvE round, giving him enough gold for level 9. What is he gonna bring in? Maybe, what is it? Maybe 1 empath to get 2 empaths with the Fur Knight. He could also sell one of the Singed, but he's just gonna go for double units, which is a common theme, right? Giving you another Magma stack, the double Singe, giving you another Shock unit with double Octius. It does make sense. Dude, if I look at Nefer's team right here, it does look very scary. Now he also brought in the Ram fight. what we said is the natural counter to the Scoriox. He does have to pray that the ram fight stays alive though. There's going to be a lot of AoE damage, and he just might die to the collateral damage. Ram fight positioning pretty good. It's going to hit the Scoriox. I don't think... Yeah, couldn't do it. And I don't think it would have killed the Scoriox through the shield. Look at that Scoriox damage. It's absolutely insane. There is just not enough time. It's just burning through Nefer's units. Nefer, right here. Our tournament winner with 1 HP left. 1 HP point left to make his perfect tournament run a reality and win 6 out of 6 games in this tournament. I don't think it matters much to him at this point. He's just happy to have won a tournament, taken down not only Whitey, not only Slicks, who got knocked out in the qualifiers, but also Fox Spirit, Web3 Gaming, like some of the best players here in Illuvium. He was able to stand against them and stand strong against them. This wasn't a close game today. Nefer came and he dominated this competition. Opa, little bug. Oh, he found his Phosphorus. He did find a Phosphorus, and Phosphorus is going to cast his ability into 5 units right here. Boom, look at that. But he's too slow. But he's not going to get stunned though. Boom, another cast. Boom, another cast. Doing so much damage. Oh my god. He needs to get to the Scoriox, so Scoriox wants to kill him. Oh my god, okay. That's the first out of many battles. Nefer on 1 HP. Trying to make the impossible happen. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. He found his Phosphorus. That is insanity. Titan Bane. By the way, guys, we're gonna have this all day, every day, starting on the 3rd of April. Once the leaderboard rewards are back, I'm gonna be grinding that leaderboard every day. Trying to take down Nefer, trying to take down Whitey live on stream, and trying to educate you guys too. I usually do a lot of, you know, trying to explain what I do and trying to pull back the curtain. And yeah, so join me for a lot of streams, a lot of Gauntlet gameplay next week, and let's dominate those leaderboards together. But until then, we have this beautiful tournament going on here. And Nefer trying to win his last game of the day, making it a 6 out of 6 one-game tournament, a perfect tournament, which has never been seen before and probably never will be seen ever again. This is so unlikely, and this is amazing to see. Oh, it's looking good. Wait, where does Phosphorus go? Oh, he has like the Predator bounce now. He's jumping around now. All right, I see you. There we go. Nefer on 1 HP, Whitey on 50. How much further can he take it? It's all about positioning now. He doesn't even bring in anything else. I think at this point you could maybe remove the chokehold for something else if you wanted to. Like another ranged unit that just takes the Fernite casts. Stuff like this. Double Fernite now. Just trying to get more CC in. We have a Seer here from Whitey, so he's finding also his units. And it's all about positioning now. Let's see what these legends are doing. He wants to bring in his Phosphorus in the corner again, right? But he has the Predator Pounce anyway. It doesn't matter too much. Okay, positioning is over. Pretty much nothing changed. Ador right here is just here to sort of Fernite's cast down here. It's looking pretty good for Nefer right here. Phosphorus is just going crazy. Was able to kill the Scoriox. Still so freaking close. And don't forget, Nefer is on 1 HP. If he makes one small mistake, or if he gets really unlucky, Nefer is out, and the dream of the perfect tournament is gone. So this is as close as it gets. You wouldn't want to have it any other way. Nefer trying to make the perfect tournament happen on 1 HP. And these guys, by the way, it's done, right? Nefer is first, Whitey is second. It's done, it's decided. They have their positioning. Nothing is going to change, no matter how this ends. This is all for the history. This is Whitey trying to take down Nefer, not allowing him to make a perfect tournament run. And Nefer trying his best to make a 6 out of 6 perfect tournament win right here. I can't believe what I'm seeing, and I can't believe that Nefer actually turned it around and now is giving Whitey an uphill battle to climb, even though Nefer is the one with 1 HP. I already pretty much counted Nefer out. I didn't think Whitey could have been stopped, not with this Goryox, but just finding that Phosphorus, using the right augments on all these units, he was able to actually bring it back. And oh boy, I think he needs to win 2 more rounds. I think he does 2. Well, the thing is, there's not many units left alive, so he might not even do 20 damage per round. So it might be 3 more rounds that he needs to win. So that is a lot of uphill battling that he still has to do. Here comes the Adorado. Here comes the Chokul, which means he has 7 out of 8 units now. Don't forget that, please. Let's see what he's actually going to bring in. Because you often forget that the 2 Jotuns have been merged to the Chokul, and it's 7 out of 8 now. So please bring something. What do you want to bring anyway? It's either one. It's probably 1 Bulwark, right? To have 3 Bulwarks. That would make the most sense, I think. But I don't think he's seeing it. The Cling. Just buy the Cling and put it on. Oh my god. Well, it's going to be a Flare. That is crazy. He just put his Phosphorus in the front line. Doesn't matter. This here actually tanks everything. Whitey right here found an Ophisto, which is maybe going to one-shot the whole enemy team. I think that's going to be it. Phosphorus taking too much damage. Malura gets 1 more charm in. There is a Chokul though. Oh my god, are you kidding me? The Phosphorus got taken down, but now the Chokul is ready to take over. Ready to carry. And now, even after Whitey finds an Ophisto, it's still not enough. Nefer is still fighting. Still trying his best to get in. 7 out of 8, brother. Please don't forget it. There you go. Got a little Fern, which is going to be a huge unit for Nefer right here, because it's going to be able to maybe disrupt the Ophisto while it's casting. Going to stun the Scoriox. And now, I think Whitey has 2 more lives in him. But yeah, this is going to be the final, one of the final 2 rounds. It's all about positioning. I think Nefer got it. They're going to attack the Krunk right here. Nefer is going to take down the Seer. 2 more casts. Oh, the Scoriox takes him down. Never mind. Phosphorus jumps around. Chokul is on the Scoriox, and that's going to be it. And that's going to be enough damage, I think. That's going to do 27 damage. Nefer from Phantom wins the tournament with 6 out of 6 games won. He won every single game in this tournament, from qualifiers to the finish. 6 out of 6. This is insane. This will go down in the history books, and this will take a long, long, long time, if it ever gonna be done by someone else. This is unbelievable. I can't believe my eyes. He did it with 1 HP as well, versus Scoriox and Ophisto. Oh my god. My man was cooking in there. Look at that. Look at the final spreadsheet. This is insanity. Nefer, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 6 out of 6, 1. Second place, Whitey with 2 wins in the qualifiers. Second place, then a second, third, and second. 20 points. We got Web3 Gaming here with 15 points. Then we got Lemko with 12. Lex with 11. Tiebreaker, Fox Spirit in 6th place, also with 11 points. We have Psycho with 8 points. And Max Trade, last but not least, in 8th place with 7 points. GG's, well played, everyone. This was insane. I can't believe what I just witnessed. I am beyond excited. I am losing my mind here. I'm sure Nefer is losing his mind as well. Maybe he wants to talk to us, but if not, that's also okay. And this was just insanity to watch. On 1 HP, takes him down. A perfect tournament run. I can't believe it. This is so cool. You love to see it. What a legend. What a legend. No mic, that's all right. Congratulations, Nefer. This was insane. Probably the coolest, or by far actually the coolest tournament finals I've ever seen. And I can't believe you made a comeback on 1 HP to take down the tournament with 6 out of 6 wins. It's mind-blowing. Well played, definitely well played, like 100% deserved. So much skill expression. There was pretty much no luck involved in the end. This was just like choosing the right team, knowing how to get there into the late game, and then with good positioning and good few unit selection in the end, just closing it out. You love to see it, man. Congratulations, that's cool. And yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in, for watching. Thank you everybody for playing. We're gonna do this all day, every day next week once the tournament leaderboard, the tournaments start, like the big tournaments. We're gonna keep hosting, we're gonna keep playing, I'm gonna keep streaming, we're gonna keep grinding those leaderboards. You're all invited to do the same. Illuvium is fully free to play. You can use my link in the description below to sign up. Also, please use my referral code in your account profile settings to support the content creation and the channel. And that's it. That's all. I'm done. I'm spent. This was amazing. Congrats to Nefra. Congrats to everybody else who made it to the finals. And I see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Oh, I'm going to sleep good tonight. Maybe I'm too excited. Have a good one. Later.